Why are we acting as though we don't know Quad? We don't know what she gives. We don't know it's going to be a speech. We don't know. Why are we acting like we just met her? If y'all don't knock it off. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for clicking on the video. This is my review for Married to Medicine Season 10, Episode 5. Listen, listen. Stop this pretending. Stop this pretending. Let's do what it is we do, and let's have fun, and let's move on. Period. Stop clowning like y'all don't know Quad. You don't know how she move. You don't know. She don't do apologies, okay? Now get over it. Now move on. I get it. Apologize. Apologize for what? Anyway, moving on. First thing, Phaedra and Heavenly come over to Quad's house. So Quad is like, okay, I'm trying to figure out where are we at, her and Heavenly. Trying to figure out where they're at. This thing was very important. I want you to pay very, very close attention to what went on in this scene. Heavenly and Quad have a friendship. Understand? Quad and Mariah had a friendship. Do you understand? At one point, Quad and Simone had a friendship. There is a distinct thing that goes on when Quad actually has a friendship. All that other shit is just that other shit. Do you understand? Quad and Heavenly are friends. And it's real when she says things like my little sister and this, that thing, that's for real. That is for real. Like, that's for real. And I'm just walk with me, Festa. Walk with me. Okay? She's trying to figure out where we at. First of all, how many people do you see Quad actually trying to figure out where she's at with them? Mariah, Simone, back in the day, Heavenly. Who else y'all seeing her try to figure out where she at with them? She usually, when she done, and that's it. Period. Anyway, she basically let Heavenly know. Now this is a Quadism now, because I looked at that, was like, that's not how I get down, but that is Quad. She real big on that loyalty thing. That girl, I know you're not really hanging with this person that ain't on Team Quad. That's just who she is. Okay. So this is not nothing new. It's not nothing we just found out about her. She expects her friends to be loyal to her in a certain type of way. We all got some friends like that. You have to learn how to deal with them. Period. But the whole taking pictures with Sweet Tea and all that, like her and Sweet Tea was the best of friends, that Heavenly, that shit bothered her. It got under her skin. And then she's so shady. She gonna say, child, pictures. She said, now look at this. She over there pretending to do the pose, how they was posed up, talking about teeth everywhere, honey. Big teeth. I said, so shady. Then they talked about the damn wrinkled drapes at the wedding, and of course, shady ass Brava will show where the drapes was wrinkled. That was Johnny. That was Johnny's fault. But then look at Johnny's suit jacket, honey. All hunched up on him. Johnny and them curtains was about the same. Anyway, and Heavenly told girl, I really didn't think you would even care. You knew better. But you was doing what you was doing for your reasons, because you was working Jack. So you had to do what you had to do. But you knew that. So you knew better than that. Quad's feelings were hurt, basically. That's it. But then they were doing their thing, and Heavenly was letting her have her say. She, just like you do, little sister. She's letting her have her say. And Quad was doing her thing with it, you know? yeah, and yeah, Heavenly, and you did this and you did that, and I felt like this, and she was doing the quad. And then Heavenly said, okay, now you will take it down a little bit because I be getting mad and you Gary make me mad. And quad was still going. And Heavenly said, you're not taking ownership to anything, and I ain't feeling it. And you seen quad pipe on down. She shut her right on down. How many people that can actually shut quad down? She shut her right the hell on down. And I looked at Quad's face and she looked like she's getting ready to cry. I said, exactly. That's because they are friends. When Quad was getting a little too spicy with Heavenly, you could see it in Heavenly's face. She got real irritated with Quad and she looked like she was getting ready to cry. Because they both soft. They are both soft. When you get through that outer shell to their feelings, they're both soft. They're one and the same. But in that scene, I saw in both of their faces a time when they was both getting ready to cry, getting one another together. That's because they like each other. They love each other. Period. Period. Same thing, and I hate to say it, why everything is so like this with Mariah and Quad. Mariah and Quad loved each other at a point. At some point, they loved each other. Now, y'all know I ain't never really got with Mariah. And I always feel like when it comes to this show, Mariah brought Quad to the show to be her flunky. And I'll never take that back. I will never backpedal or pussy pop off of that. That's the way I feel. That's the way I've always felt. She brought her in to be her flunky. And it just so happened that that little brown-skinned woman turned out and ended up being the superstar of the show. And Mariah was swole. I'll never take it back. I will never take that back because that's what happened. That's what happened. But somewhere in there, before we got to the show, Mariah and Quad loved each other. And at some point, I believe Mariah loved Toya. I do. I believe Mariah loved Toya. But that stuff with little Lauren in the very first season, where Toya ran her mouth telling the stuff about Toya, about little Lauren's adoption and stuff. That cut Mariah deep. That's why she had to go over there and her and Lucy jumped to. That's why her and Shoot Lucy jumped Toya. But we ain't got to keep going back. It's fun to go back though. But some of these ladies really loved each other. That's why Quad and Simone can't get everything right back, because they were real close at one point. They were real close at one point. When that stuff went down with Simone's dad, that was back when Quad and Simone was tight. They were tight for real. They were tight for real. That's just why Jackie and Simone walk on eggshells around each other. That friendship ain't what it once was. They've gotten really close. It's the show, I think, damaged their friendship, because they were definitely sisters. And now they're like still sisters, but it's that sister that you don't trust. Anyway, but I watched that. That was a very interesting scene. It really told a lot. It told a lot. I sat there, I said, this too much. This too much. Heart-wrenching. Heart-wrenching, my girls. You know, I like them all, honey. So, yeah, heart-wrenching. I don't like Mariah, but I respect Mariah. I respect what she's done with bringing this show to us. I can never thank her enough. I love the show. Thank you, Mariah. Still don't care for you very much, but thank you, you know, and I appreciate you. So there's a difference between appreciating a bitch and liking a bitch. I don't like the bitch, but I appreciate her. She looked good in her clothes. She made good TV, you know, and she's a hell of a businesswoman. She old nasty piece of something, honey. But, you know, it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do to get where you want to get. It just is what it is. Ain't no thing. I respect her. Moving on. You know, y'all know how y'all do. Y'all say, he hates Mariah. No, I don't care for Mariah. I don't know her to hate her. I don't care for Mariah. And I think her mom is hilarious. Now, give me some Shoot Lucy any day, honey. Shoot Lucy's where it's at, baby. Shoot Lucy know how to make TV. And if you get too close, she'll box you with her goddamn purse, honey. Ask Toya. Anyway, moving on. Judy and the Brat. Judy and the Brat so cute up on here, and Brat over there crying, and I'm like, why is anybody so like moved by Brat being moved? She's pregnant. She's pregnant. I don't care what type of woman. She's a special kind of woman, just like me. I'm a man. I am a man, period. I'm a special kind of man, but I am a man. So when I do things or say things that other men say, stop acting like it blows your hair back, child. I am a man, honey. Period. Special kind of man, but a man. Same thing with Brat. Brat over there crying. It touched my special man spot. Now I was over here like, oh, Brat. It was cute to see Brat and her femininity. All of it. She was in all of her femininity at that point, and I thought it was sweet. She's somebody's mother. The hell with who she fell in love with and what society say things supposed to be. That's sweet when she dropped a tear about her pregnancy. The fuck's wrong with people? I just loved it. I loved it. But she got to slow down on the work. And it's that whole, I thought that was another thing that I love that Dr. Jackie touched that, because people don't talk about that. The maternity morality in Black women, that Black women are still dying during childbirth. And I think people just think that, childbirth is just a thing, like it just happened. Yeah, it does just happen. But a lot of our sisters be up out of here during childbirth. It happens. And I don't think people pay a lot of attention to that unless they've actually lived it. And someone has perished bringing a child into this world. You feel differently about it. It's just like one of those things, people have babies like this every day, all day long. People have babies, but people also all day long, some people actually perish trying to bring life into this world. It really is a big deal. It really is a big deal. And to hear that there is a whole situation where Black women don't always get the care that they need, which means, Jackie was saying in a nice way, sometimes we lose our women when we actually didn't have to lose them, because if it had happened to a woman of another ethnicity, she would have made it. That's problematic for me. I don't know about anybody else. That is problematic for me. And that's because I know women who have passed during childbirth, and I see their children walking around. And every time you see that child walking around, you think of that woman that you knew, because you knew that woman. You knew that woman. You had to get to meet that child and learn that child. But that woman, you knew that you lost somebody. That is for real. That's for real. So listen, I could take y'all. That's a whole nother video for another time. It's sickening when you see like crackheads. We just want to talk about that for 1 second. Let me go up on my goddamn soapbox. Crackheads who get pregnant, don't do none of their prenatal stuff, be just running around like a wild dog. Like a wild dog. Ain't even trying to do nothing. They could walk into the hospital and the hospital will just do the prenatal shit and give them what they need, because they already know what they're going through. But you won't stop for 2 seconds to try to give that baby and yourself a head start. You can't stop getting high for 10 minutes to just go do a little something. You know what I mean? Just take it for granted. Just take it for granted. There's people that can't get pregnant. Spend all this money, go through all this shit trying to get pregnant. You could get pregnant, but you just throw all caution to the wind and just the hell with it. It irritates me. It really does irritate me. People die during childbirth. That was the whole message. People die during childbirth. Yes, it still does happen. It still does happen. It is still a common thing that a woman may lose her life during childbirth. And to hear the whole thing of, like I said, maternity, morality, and it's the numbers ain't even between our women and other women, I don't like it. And that grabbed my ear to the screen. I was like, you know what? That kind of pissed me off. Kind of pissed me off. But I was glad that Jackie brought. That's one of the things about Married to Medicine. They will bring issues like doctor issues, and they do blast it on their show. They've always done it. They've been doing it for all these seasons. They've always done it. This one was one that hit home. I was like, wow, that was bothersome to me. Anyway, but the Brat, you know, she got to watch because she has to slow down with eating. She has swelling, and you can see it. You can see the swelling in her hands and different things. I'm like, come on, Brat, baby. And then she told her, you know, so I'm gonna be on for 8 weeks. That night, I'm gonna be on for 12 weeks. Damn it. Period. Do a TikTok video from home with the baby. Shit, you're gonna be off. Period. That's it. Stay on the planet for your baby, Brat. Okay, let's get out of that. Let me get off my soapbox. But on bump, bump, bam, and I'm back. Moving on, I'm going over to Simone's house. Child, Simone was going through old pictures, seeing like just chilling, her and Cecil, you know, because they in some type of weird space, but they were just looking at pictures, whatever. And she is tired of playing bad cop. She really is, because they do play good cop, bad cop. She's tired of playing bad cop. She really is. She feels like Cecil coddles. It's more Miles than the other child. It's Miles. And Cecil coddles him, and it's because he's so much like him. He's so much like him. He really is. And I'm like, okay, I mean, I get it. I don't know how they're going to work that one out. I don't. But you can see it. You can see that Miles just kind of be like, not paying Simone too much mind because Daddy gonna take care of it. He gonna go back there and give her the D, and then she gonna go on and pay the stuff, and that'll be it. They gonna argue a little bit, and then they gonna be all right. He's spoiled. He is spoiled, and it is what it is. But yeah, she getting a little tired of that whole juggling that and playing bad cop, good cop. Let's go over here. Phaedra and the butler, the cute little butler guy. He is cute with himself. Cute little brown skinned man. He's cute. But they hand delivering invites to this event that she's having. They in black leather. I said, girl. Phaedra is bringing all her Real Housewives of Atlanta conflama over here to Married to Medicine. Funny as hell with him going up to these doors looking good in that black leather, and these old hot ass women talking about, oh yes, honey. Oh, I said, girl, look at y'all, honey. Look at y'all. Well, I was over here doing it too. I said, look at them, honey. And when Jack said, yeah, Charlie, that's right. Oh, walk on away, honey. Oh, walk away. That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. And why? See, Dr. Heavenly's so damn hellish, she thinking this thing gonna blow up. She don't. I said, Lord have mercy. You always being so damn hellish. That's why. Anyway, so then we had this little meeting with Toya, Sweet Tea, and Simone. Here's something that I don't like. What the hell is this IV shot shit? We've seen it on Real Housewives of Atlanta. We've seen it on here a few times. I can't really get with this. The vitamins with the IV. Now as we doing, is this shots of liquor with the IV? I don't know. Maybe because I done been through chemo and different things like that. I don't want to see another goddamn IV. Okay? As soon as I see somebody coming toward me with that little needle, I'll be like, chuck it on my face, Charles. I done had enough of it. But I'm like, I don't know. Like, we just so drunk that we just got to shoot the liquor right in our vein. Like, I don't find that cute. And every time I see them come on with one of the shows with that, I'm like, what is this shit? I don't like it. I don't like it. Period. That's just me. I don't care for it. So they start talking about the whole event that Phaedra's planning. Now, the event has something to do with Quad. It's around the friendships that they all have with Quad. Sweet Tea was not invited. Okay. Toya, I noticed, and I say Toya is basically getting very irritated with Phaedra and her whole presence. She's getting irritated. It's like She feels, I think, that Phaedra is a little meddlesome and a little bit messy, just like her. And some of her messiness outshines Toya. So Toya's getting sick of it. Then they had some conversation um, about Sweet Tea, and she's having some problems that they didn't have sex for the first 3 days. They were on the honeymoon, and she says she's having irregular cycles and different things like that. Back to that lie she told about how she was going to quickly just pop Gregory a baby. No, doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like. Seems like you have more things going on than a little bit, and that's not a good thing. I'm not making light of it, but you lied. You lied. You presented yourself as something that you weren't. You know, that's just like telling somebody, and I'm going to be a little vulgar, but like telling somebody, baby, yes, you know I am wet, wet. I stay wet. I got a wop, honey. And meanwhile, they get you over there, honey, put a ring on your finger and put their hand down there, and it's crushed up Ritz crackers, honey. Too much? Probably. Whatever. Somebody move something. I said it anyway. But yeah, so that's that. And here's the thing. Sweet Tea, why are you so bothered at the fact that you weren't invited? Didn't you put Quad out of your event? You agreed that she should go. So anything attached to Quad, you shouldn't be invited to, and you shouldn't open your goddamn mouth about it. You just be uninvited and go somewhere and sit your ass down. Period. And then the whole thing, wasn't you pissed off? We found out later you was pissed off with Phaedra and Heavenly. Yeah, she actually took both their names off of the guest list. So why would you even want to be invited to anything they were doing anyway? Fake and phony much? Want to be included much? See, you want to be included, so you get what you get. Period. Moving right along. So they're on their way in the cars, on the way. Toya, Simone, and Sweet Tea all rode together, and they went through the little scenario. What if she came today? What if? What if? Now, see the thing, when Quad had to leave and Phaedra stayed, I was like, because I felt like Phaedra should have left with Quad. You invited her. Now she can't stay. You should leave with her. But, you know, people do what they do. Now, here's the one thing I'm going to say. Where in the hell did Sweet Tea get that coat from? What the fuck kind of coat was that? If that coat didn't look like somebody went and found some little kid's blanket, a blankie, and made a coat out of it, just ugly. And just look cumbersome and cheap. I said, what kind of coat is that? It was horrible. It was horrible. Now they're on their way, and it's 11 o'clock at night. It's at a damn funeral home. They're all dressed in black. Everybody looked really good, except for Sweet Tea in that dumbass coat. That damn Phaedra, all the pomp and circumstance, she's in black, giving Elvira. She had escorts bringing her in. It was giving very dark. I was like, girl, yeah, you giving us the mistress of the dark. And just the shade that she was doing her little speech up there, and she was like, everybody here has a lot going on. Successful women, a dentist, a vagina doctor, a tennis expert. I said, I said, see, Phaedra also knows that you don't care for her much, Toya. And that's why she threw that nasty piece of shade at you, honey, and ripped your eyebrows. I said, girl, a tennis expert. That was shady. That was shady. And then said, and Sweet Tea, you weren't invited. I said, she didn't kick her out, but she embarrassed the hell out of her, honey. I said, oh, God, honey, I died. You weren't invited. I said, Then we got these men come through, baby. I said, no, they ain't come through here with that New Orleans high step, honey. I said, no, they ain't coming down in the line with this casket. I said, this white casket, heavenly looking, heavenly on say, because she was in there partying and acting a fool. When she looked to see the casket, she gonna say, girl, this ain't it right here. I don't play this kind of stuff. This ain't it. Honey, and then they lifted the casket up and she looked over there. She said, "Oh my God, honey." I knew then it was some bullshit. And child, Quad get her ass off this casket. Didn't I tell you? I was like, this is too much. This is just too much. And it was foolishness. And then Quad gets up there and she starts with this speech. Quad does this every season. She does one of these speeches, child. Them speeches be long. Then they play in her face and make it look even longer than it probably was. And I can't really tell you what she was saying because I even tuned her. Y'all know I love her. I even tuned it. I was like, girl, you was babbling, honey. I was like, Lord. And they was, doing her, make them being shady. But she was giving her a little speech and everything about the resurrection and this, that, and the other. Toya was not going. Period. She was I Quad. No, because here you go with this bullshit and this, that, and the other. And they started having, because she was like, are you ready? She going to people one by one. She started with Jackie. Are you ready to put everything behind and move forward? Are you ready? You want to talk it out? She was real aggressive. Jackie was like, I don't have nothing to talk about. I ain't got no problems, girl. Like, girl, get out of my damn face. And she did heavily, like, girl, I ain't got no problem, girl. We talk. It is what it go all the way down. Honey, she asked Toya. Toya got aggressive right back with her. Honey, it's like, girl, I ain't going. And she told her, well, if you want to stay there, then stay right where you are, honey. And this, that, thing, the other. Now, I'm sitting over there laughing. And this when you see Phaedra just looking. Phaedra was like, now, what? I'm a little disappointed. She ain't giving me what I thought. Like, she ain't apologizing for shit. I was like, girl, you just meet her last week? She ain't about to apologize for shit. And when you talk to her, she going to add 20 to 10 and tell you how everybody did something to her. She ain't going to apologize for a damn thing. You crazy. Of course, she got them all together, honey. And then Sweet Tea and Heavenly start arguing. And Heavenly's like, girl, I don't even know why you had a problem with me at all. Like, I ain't did nothing to you. She said, you was talking shit. She's like, no, I stand on what I said. I think it was too early. This, that, the other. Honey, Sweet Tea started talking that shit and going to stand up. Heavenly stood. She said, little girl, I am a grown ass woman. I'm not what you want. I said, oh, Miami, Florida, bitch. I said, Honey, and did you see Sweet Tea back up off of Heavenly? You was so bad, and you was gonna tell Heavenly, and you was gonna do all that. Heavenly sat your ass down, didn't she? You back up off of the church. Ow. I said, oh, child. Backed up off of Heavenly, honey. Yes, you did. It gave the color purple, honey. Oop, time to go. I said, get up out of her face. You wasn't all that bad. I said, And that was a mess. So she wasn't going with that. Then, Quad and Toya continued on with their stuff. And like I said, then that was that. Phaedra shut it on down, said, you know what? Let's go have some delicious delectables over here. I said, they down in the damn funeral home, honey. They down there, they going to eat now. They bring her Kentucky Fried Chicken or chicken from over at OLG, honey, out. I said, not in there with the formaldehyde, honey. No, honey. I don't want no fried chicken and formaldehyde, honey. I don't want none. But I said, Lord, and they was just going on, honey, and nothing was getting solved. So they was like, well, let's just end this here. We don't want to continue going on and on in this damn in this funeral home. And I'm laughing at Jackie. I told y'all Jackie's a little more with her stuff. Jackie said to Quad, when Quad said, well, at least it feels like we kind of figured out some things. I think Jackie said, no, we didn't. Surely did not. And went right on out of there. I said, cute little white outfit Quad had on. It was a cute little jacket, a little double-breasted little jacket dress, little tux jacket dress. It was cute. But you was in there clowning Quad. I said, girl, she came in there, honey, letting the girls have it. She didn't. She was not apologetic for nothing. She, like I said, put 20 on 10, honey. Everybody did it to me, honey. Nobody called me. They're like, girl, but you didn't return calls. Nobody called me. Spoiled. Spoiled. And it is what it is. She expects what she expects, and she ain't going for no less. She gives them very take it or leave it, honey. Take it or leave it. Now Toya's leaving it. Toya's leaving it. The rest of them is playing around with her. But Toya is not here for none of what Quad is serving at all. I said, Lord have mercy. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. But it was good. I will say this. The casket thing, corny. It was corny. Overall, it was corny. But it just turned out to be, there was other stuff that went on that really shined a light on, like the whole heavenly, and that was really for me the best thing in the whole show is when Sweet Tea, because Sweet Tea been talking shit about Heavenly and how she gonna shut Heavenly down for the last 3 shows, and when Heavenly told her, honey, I'm a grown ass woman, honey, and I'm not playing with your bitch, honey, that was like the best for me. I said, come through, Heavenly Comes, honey. Not having it, and Sweet Tea back clean up off of her. I said, not so bad, is you? Maybe only when your sister's around, honey, but Heavenly wasn't here for it. Anyway, listen, the show is doing wonderful. It really is. It's a hot mess. It's messy. Oh, it's messy. It is the messiest of the messy, but we here for it. Married to Medicine. Y'all better get on in. Anyway, I will talk to y'all later. See y'all on the flip side. Later.